Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the all-time passing leader in NFL history at 40 years of age now, Drew Brees.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay, we lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win. And
they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Ready. 5-9. 51 to Mike. I got you.
Play action. Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Defensively, here are the starters for Carolina. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Mike 51. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 39, Breeze. Short little throw to Ebron. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's hauled in by Doxson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played his college ball at Western Kentucky. He was a Hilltopper. It's Mike White.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check.
On first down, it's White. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
From the shotgun, here's White. And incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the edge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here's White to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
On play action, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now, Breeze again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right?
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. This one caught by Ridley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Breeze. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Ready.
Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He juked him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
5 yards on the pickup. And it's a 2nd down.
51. 51. Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Gets this one to use check. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Let's go. Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, this is Adams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Again has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here we go. 30 base.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
To throw on 3rd down, White. Now White lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
We gonna shut y'all down.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Makes the score Redskins 9.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up. It led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On 3rd down, Dawkins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Ginn. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Let's go, boys.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
95-56.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run on second down with Adams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
5-8.
The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check.
On first down, Dawkins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's White. Got a man, it's Aikman, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
60 outlaw.
That's what I do.
On 1st and 10, White. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now White to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. White. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, White. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hilliard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Redskins.
On 2nd down, Dawkins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he completes it to Hunt. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. Hey, we got 3 out.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Here we go.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
18 Gators.
On first down, Hilliard, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On second down now. Dawkins, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Haskins on the stop. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
White on 3rd and 2. That one is caught by Hunt, and he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Intercepted by the Redskins.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. White now, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 34. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Ginn. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 44. Breeze, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Redskins 19.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Brees going to throw, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Brees now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brees. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Brees to throw again. And able to connect with Berrios. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Brees now. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Good work, boy. Get ready. 5-9.
Quinton Williams on the stop. A 5-yard gain. 4 down. And the Redskin first down.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brees. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Brees. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Ted Ginn scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gold to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Redskins 26.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
A pass complete here to Aitman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Even. 4 down, even.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
That's all right, baby. Going the other way.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now White. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Incomplete.
Got it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's White. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 1st down, it's White. Felt compelled to go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, here's White. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Kamara, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Breeze on the bootleg. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Double time, guys, double time.
1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Redskins 33.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marcel Aitman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
To throw is White on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here's White throwing on fourth down. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now White. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Dawkins. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, White. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Kamara. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And it's 3rd down.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Ebron caught left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Breeze going to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Ready?
White looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, White. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Redskins, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.